Okay, let's begin the next topic that we were describing. So, we were discussing about zoonostic diseases, and there are few of these zoonostic diseases which are being described here. Zoonostic disease is a disease that can be passed from animal to human that we have described in it, and now we are seeing the example of zoonostic disease. Some of the example of zoonostic diseases are rabies, leishmania, tuberculosis, toxoplasmosis, West Nile virus, and Lyme disease, brucellosis, Q fever, and mad cow disease, anthrax, and Rocky Mountain spotted fever, tapeworm, roundworm, hookworm, bird flu, giardia, leptospirosis, plague, Escherichia coli, ringworm, Chagas disease, encephalitis virus, and salmonella and histoplasmosis. So now we describe the first of the diseases, which is rabies virus. The reservoir of rabies virus is bat, raccoon, cat, dog. These are the reservoir or the source of the rabies virus, and the agent which causes the disease is virus. It's not a bacteria, it's a virus. The transmission of the virus is through the saliva of the infected animal. So any of the animal like bat, raccoon, cat, or dog, its saliva is infected. So if it bites any other animal or a human, it can transmit the disease into the other organism through its saliva. And the symptom of rabies virus or rabies in human are seizure, paralysis, and fever, like high fever and paralysis. These are the symptoms in human being. And what are the treatment is mostly sportive, but the disease can often be fatal as well, so it's better to prevent this source, so the rabies virus could not be spread. So for preventing the rabies virus, uh, some areas municipal community do what they kill the animals which are susceptible, which are like susceptible to rabies virus, and which are the reservoir of reservoir rabies virus. They are being killed so that they don't spread the rabies virus in human being. And the next virus that is being discussed is West Nile virus. Its source is what? Its source is birds. Birds are the source of Nile virus, and the agent which causes this disease is a virus. And how this disease is transmitted? It is transmitted through mosquito bites. Birds picks up the virus and then bites the human. Mosquito bites the bird and picks up the virus and then bites the human. So let's say there is a mosquito which goes to the nest of a bird and then bites it, and the bird was infected, or bird was the source of this virus. So the mosquito have picked that virus, that tiny particle from that bird, and from the bird, when this will come back to human and bite it, then it will transmit that virus to a human being. The human symptoms of this disease are fever, flu-like symptoms, like the human have flu, and its treatment is sportive, usually clear in few days in healthy individuals. So if the person is healthy, the virus will recover in few days. But if the patient or the person is immunocompromised, then this can cause some issues as well. The next disease, which is toxoplasmosis, its source is what pigs, cats, rat, deer, lamb. Most of the animals like pigs, cats, rats, deer, lamb. And its agent a single-celled parasite called Toxoplasma gondii is the source of toxoplasmosis. Toxoplasma gondii transmission: touching infected cat feces, eating undercooked meat, contaminated water drinking is the source of toxoplasmosis. Symptoms are flu-like symptoms and treatment medication if needed. Newborn babies infected through their mother can suffer eye and brain damage. So it could be really what damaging for the newborn babies, according to Center of Disease Control. And the next disease is bovine spongiform encephalopathy, also known as BSE or mad cow disease. The common name for this is mad cow disease, and its reservoir is what? Cattle. An agent which causes this is not a bacteria nor a virus. What the heck is then? That's a prion, which is the protein coating transmission. Eating infected beef, human symptoms, neurological disorders that worsen over time. It causes mad cow diseases, causes the neurological disorders or problems, and its treatment is supportive but usually fatal. What is Lyme disease? So the next disease, which is called the next zoonosis or zoonostic disease, is Lyme disease. Its reservoir is deer. Agent which causes Lyme disease is called Borrelia burgdorferi, a bacterium. A bacteria which name is Borrelia burgdorferi. Transmission: black leg ticks feed on the infected deer, picks up the bacterium, bites human. Human symptoms include rash, arthritis, fever, swelling lymph nodes, neurological signs, heart problems. Treatment: antibodies can be used for successful treatment when caught early. Ringworm: any surface contaminated with fungus is a reservoir of the ringworm. Agent: several kinds of fungus. So the ringworm is caused by fungus. Transmission: touching a contaminated surface such as cat, dog, hair, brushes, combs, horses, and other animal. Human symptoms include rashes, shape in ring on the skin, scalp, groin area, and the feet. Treatment: medicated creams, keeping area clean and dry. Medicated creams, mostly antifungal. H1N1 pandemic. H1N1 was declared as pandemic on 6th of November 2009 in Nevada state of United States. There were 406 cases but no death. Virus: this is caused by H1N1 virus and has no vaccination. Antiviral drugs could prevent the disease, vaccine, fall of 2009, and swine flu parties, avian influenza, or bird flu. That would be discussed in next lecture.